Okay, so the last time I was doing the hot water, this is the hot water connection going to feed. This is the first floor. Let me get some more real estate here. So first level. And what I'm going to need to do is go up to the second level. That's a little bit too much. Because this is first level. And I need to supply hot water and cold water and waste and the rest of it to the second level. So this is second level that is without hot water. So the problem is, how do I get the hot water up to the next level from the first floor? Okay. Let's see. I think I did finish this with everything's connected. I have fixture units and I have GPM. Revit does a pretty good job with the Hunter curve in this case, looking at the flow and the fixture units. But I won't go into detail about that. The problem is, how do I get the hot water up to the second level? Okay, and because the first and second level plumbing layouts are similar, right? I mean, all of this is the same as it is on the second level, on the first level, except for this lav. Okay, so I think that I can go up here or here. I think I might do that. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. So what we're gonna do is, from here, I think that I'm gonna go up to the second level. Okay, so what I'm gonna need is to look at this view. I'm gonna rotate this view. Okay, let's rotate this 90 degrees. Let's go 90. And let's look at this piece of information. Let's go back a little bit. But what I'm looking at, okay, there are a lot of ways to do this type of work, however you want to. What works better? A lot of times it works better for me if I'm looking at a 3D view, which is this guy right here. And let's make sure I got my hot water on. Looking at my filters, I type VV, look at the filters, and I have cold water on. I'm going to turn that off from the visibility and only have my hot water showing, which is that guy. And let's look at a reference again. We go here, and so as you can see, we're going over to from right to left, and I need to get this piece of information. Okay, so the best thing to do is from here is to go up. Let's go back to the first level. See, that makes it look a little better, because when you're looking in this view, you really don't know what's going on. So that's another advantage of Revit over AutoCAD. You can see, well, it's just a whole different program. So I want to look at a section view. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to that view and make sure that I have all of my okay, that's showing hot water, which is all I want to look at. And let's look at this guy so I can see where that riser is, and it's here. Okay, so what I want to do is go up just below my fixtures. Okay, and here I'm going to extend this pipe into the other pipe. So I go to modify and extend this view, this pipe into that pipe. And let's look at the first level. Okay, so you can come here and tag this however you want, depending on your office standards, whatever. But usually sometimes you can go up here and say, you know, whatever size it is. Let's say it's a 1-inch caps, hot water, up. Okay. Actually, it's up and down. So, however that's going to be labeled, you do that. Okay, I'm not going to get into the technical part of how everything is being defined other than this basic information, because all the offices have different standards of how they want to call out pipes and notes and the rest of it. So it's kind of a hit and miss type of situation. I think this pipe is going up. Let's go back because it looks a little weird. I'm going to turn on the cold water just to see what's going on. Just to see if my hunch is correct. Yeah, that's what that is. So that pipe on the first level is going to be highlighted here. Okay. So we got our pipes going up, the hot water going up. Let's do the same thing on the right side. I'm going to go here. Let's look at our view here. Let's zoom out a little bit. And that's the T connection. And this is the elbow connection. So I'm going to delete this elbow and look at my section view. I don't think I'm over that far. So I'm going to have to extend this marker. Okay. Let's get a reference. Okay, get our section. And now we can go up and do the same thing that we did on the left side of the bathroom, just enough. Okay, and we do again. We can T this, extend, go extend. Okay, and when you see stuff like this, you can always reset Revit, and then it behaves in the way that you like for it to. Okay, so I have my hot water supplying the first level, and I have my risers. And I have my risers going up to the second level. I doubt if, let's see if we can see them. Okay, here they are. Okay, so now what we want to do is rotate again. Place here. I want to rotate. Gonna rotate 90 so I can see these and go to my section view. Let's get a reference. Let's see if I can just see it from here. There's not a lot of information. That's first level, second level, so just under. I'm gonna go all the way out to about right here. Okay, and when we go to the second level, we should be able to see that pipe going from right to left, or from top to bottom in this case. Let's see if we can do something. I just want to try something and see what happens. So a lot of this has to do with practice. I think some people they go to this 3D view, and sometimes you can, if I go, let's say if I want to go 90, right? I want to go 90 degrees this way. Does that work? Let's see. Let's go back to second level. Okay, let's do it on the other side. A lot of times I don't like to use the 3D to draw my pipes out in 3D because sometimes it gets skewed, and you look at the plan view and it's in plan, but it's going the opposite direction. So I got 90 here. Let's go 90 about right there. Let's go second level. Let's go to the other side. Let's see. Oh, okay. So that worked out good. I like it. I like it. So now we can use our connect into. We have to go supply this guy. So let's get a reference. Go to our section. And what we're going to need to do is use that T, right click on this node. When it turns green, now we can go over to this other, to the pipe, to the lavatory, the odd man. So I'm going to come here. Let's go here. Well, actually, what I can do, because it's not going to, I know it's not going to go on the other side of this hot water return, and I'm going to connect into, and it's going to be hot water. This guy, it's going to be this hot water. Okay? And it says, click a pipe to connect into. Okay, so I'll click this pipe and make that connection, and we're going to continue. We're going to do the same for this guy. Okay. Connect into hot water. Let's say okay, and pick a pipe to connect into. That would be him. Okay, and let's see, and the rest is gonna be easy. Well, not that that was hard. So we want hot water here, connect into here. Okay, connect into hot water. Say okay, yes. Choose my pipe, connect into. Okay, is that all of them? Okay. So now we can go to the other side. And here, I think I want to come out because it's going to, let's see what happens. Connect into hot water. Say okay. Choose that pipe. Okay. So it looks okay. Connect into, choose my fixture, connect into, select connector. Okay. Hot water. This one. The hot water pipe. Okay. So a slowed down version is to select your fixture, but you already have to have your pipes established. Okay. And you want to connect into, create a physical connection between the selected component, which is the fixture unit, and a duct or pipe. So you can use it for piping, and you can use it for duct. So I want to click this guy, and this is the select connector. It says there's 4 of these because there's 4 of them. There's the hot water return, there's the hot water, there's sanitary, and there's cold water. Oh, that's a vent. What have I got? It's not. It should be 5, but it's 4. Okay, domestic. There's the other sanitary. There's the vent. Oh, I see. They're only saying 4 because there's only 4 available. The cold water is not available, so it's not going to show the cold water. So that's why it's 4. Okay, so that makes sense. I'm gonna choose the hot water. Okay, that's the hot water return. That's the sanitary, the first one. I'm gonna choose connector number 4, which is the hot water. I'll say okay, and Revit is asking me, well, what pipe do you want to connect into? And I'm going to say this guy. Okay, so it looks like everything is connected. Now all we need to do is go down to the first floor and confirm that everything is, the fixture units are being counted and the GPM is equivalent to the fixture units in terms of Hunter curves. So let's see what we got. Okay, we got 19 and we got 19.5 fixture units. Okay. Okay, so we have 19 fixture units. The flow, let's say 20 and 20, right? So when we go to the Hunter curves for hot water, You know, it does not. Okay, there's two schools of thought here. The Hunter curve looks at it calculates the cold water. The first curve is for cold water. The second curve is for hot water. Okay, so you can't look at Revit and Hunter curves for cold water because it doesn't calculate that. It only calculates for flush tanks, for flush valves. Okay, so for example, let's look at this again. Okay, I'm going to go back to Revit, and if you can see this Hunter curve for cold water is 180, 183, and 90 flow, right? 183, 90. So 183, that's 185, 90, 95, 200. 183, and what was it, 90? So you go all the way up, and you see how it follows Hunter curves for cold water. Because this is 80, 80, 85, that's 90. So deviation is, less than maybe 3%, right? So I just wanted to point that out. So you can't say that Revit follows Hunter curves for hot water. It does not. It follows Hunter curves for cold water. Okay. So let's go back and look at my hot water. And my hot water is 19 fixture units or 20 fixture units, and the flow is 20 fixture units, and the flow is 5, 10, 15 GPM. Okay. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is go back and let Revit do the rest of this. Let's go to the 3D view, and I'm going to let Revit size my hot water based off of the velocity. And usually in hot water, you want to keep it between 3 and 5 feet per second. Okay, I'm going to turn off the cold water so that I can look at only, so I can isolate that. Okay, so we have this piece of information. Let's see how much of this, because I know that, you know what, I think what I'm going to do is stop here. I'm going to stop here, and the next time I'm going to go into more of a detail of what these sizes should be based on my velocity. Okay. Okay, let's go back to hot water. So that's the layout, and then next time I'll do the sizing. Okay. So I will talk to you. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, guys. I will talk to you guys later.